Listen here. For those who believe that Shakur Stevenson is going to beat Teofimo Lopez, you better go take Shakur Stevenson approach in analyzing on which Teofimo Lopez is going to show up. Oh, yeah, because I hear a lot of y'all saying that the Teofimo Lopez, but he lost to George Cambosa. But Teofimo Lopez, you know what I'm saying? Look how he performed with Jermaine Ortiz and Sando Martin. And Teofimo Lopez, really, he fought a little Lomachenko, and he beat a washed up Josh Taylor. Shakur Stevenson don't believe that. See, Shakur Stevenson is realistic on which Teofimo Lopez he believes is going to show up. He's realistic on which Teofimo Lopez he need to prepare for. And Shakur Stevenson is preparing for the best Teofimo Lopez. But many of y'all that have Shakur Stevenson winning, you guys are analyzing the worst Teofimo Lopez that is going to show up versus Shakur Stevenson. And that's why y'all making a mistake, because Shakur Stevenson ain't making a mistake. So y'all better take Shakur Stevenson lead in analyzing how and which Teofimo Lopez is going to show up and how Shakur Stevenson could beat the best Teofimo Lopez. Check out what he said in that interview with Rick Reno. In that interview that Rick Reno had with Shakur Stevenson and Teofimo Lopez, you can understand what I'm talking about.
I'll be a fool to think that the fighter that I'm going to fight against is the fighter that Cambosa's fought against. I know to expect the best version of Teo. The guys that you think is going to beat him, that's when he shows up the most. So I'm chasing greatness. True, but you the guy, bro. You the guy. You 4 kings. You been the guy for years.
But you the guy? So how am I the guy if you on the pound?
But you're the guy, bro. You know you the guy, bro. You been the guy since, bro. You the guy. But I'm just telling you.
But I don't.
You're in my way, bro.
Y'all understand now? You understand? See, Shakur Stevenson is not adopting their diabolical assessment of y'all trying to devalue everything that Teofimo Lopez has done so y'all could pick Shakur Stevenson. Now look, pick Shakur Stevenson all y'all want, but for real, break it down unbiasedly, logically, and objectively. Don't mind F yourself. Don't try to downplay or devalue what Teofimo Lopez has done because you think you sound better by saying that this is the way that Shakur Stevenson is going to be. He's going to be Teofimo Lopez because Teofimo Lopez ain't this, and he didn't do this, and he didn't earn this. Nah. Shakur Stevenson know exactly who Teofimo Lopez is. Highly accomplished, highly skilled, highly unpredictable. Don't know which Teofimo Lopez is going to show up. And if you're going to believe in the narrative, be consistent with the narrative. That Teofimo Lopez have performed to the level of his competition or the expectations, whatever, right? You're going to criticize it. If you're going to adopt the narrative, then be real with the narrative. If Shakur Stevenson is a pound-for-pound fighter, and Shakur Stevenson is a high-class, skillful, elite fighter, in your experience as a boxing fan, how does Teofimo Lopez perform with those type of opponents? So if you're going to believe in the narrative, I mean, don't contradict yourself within the narrative and say otherwise. Oh yeah, Teofimo Lopez, he performed to the level of his competition, but I think Shakur Stevenson is going to beat him. But I thought he performed to the level of his competition, right? So at least analyze this, because this is the truth. Teofimo Lopez is going to go to training camp, and he's going to prepare for the best Shakur Stevenson. And Shakur Stevenson is going to prepare for the best Teofimo Lopez and analyze the best Teofimo Lopez versus the best Shakur Stevenson. You know, this is a great matchup for this generation. We always ask fighters to dare to be great, the best fighting the best. But we so focused as a boxing community, it's a downplay. Every time people want to debate or have dialogues about matchups and fighters, we do a disservice. We break down fighters not to elevate the fight, enhance the fight, or the interest. We need to stop trying to devalue every fighter to win a damn argument. Try to devalue fighters to win a debate, because that's what most of the people do. Shakur Stevenson is an exceptional talent, elite fighter, 3-division world champion, unified the titles in the super featherweight division, and beat the best in the super featherweight division at the time, right? But Teofimo Lopez beat the best and pound-for-pound fighters of the respective division that he campaigned in. So, he has proved that at this moment he's greater. You know, he's proven that his skill set has been tested more than Shakur Stevenson at the highest level, right? Hopefully, Shakur Stevenson is what many people feel he can be or have the potential to be. And if he does beat, let's say, Teofimo Lopez, then he proved it to us. He proved it to us like Teofimo Lopez proved it to us 5 years ago. Right? He knocked out Richard Comey. He beat Vasily Lomachenko, lightweight undisputed. And Josh Taylor, Jr., lightweight undisputed. Yes, he should be recognized as a two-division undisputed world champion if it wasn't for the politics of the sport of boxing. Right? Y'all could see it other ways, but y'all know what it is. If you're a hardcore boxing fan and been following the sport of boxing. So, let's be fans. Let's analyze it right. And whatever we predict, because at the end of the day, we really don't know what's going to happen in that ring. January 31st. We could be right, we could be wrong. Right? But let's predict it unbiased, logically, and objectively. Elevate this fight, elevate the sport, because this is what the boxing world been asking for. We can't be talking about the best fighting the best, but then we analyze like both of them ain't the best. Shakur Stevenson is the best lightweight. Teofimo Lopez is the best junior welterweight. Let's go. I got Teofimo Lopez beating Shakur Stevenson. Who you got?